This is the story of Lancelot, the Knight of the Cart. Our story starts with Guinevere. Queen Guinevere. She was in the woods in her cart and was protected by one knight. Melagant, the son of the king Bade Magoo. He plans to kidnap Guinevere in the woods. He finds Guinevere with her one knight in the woods. They begin to battle, but to save her knight's life, Guinevere gives herself up and goes with Melagant. The knight returns from the woods with news to tell King Arthur. The knight tells King Arthur of Guinevere's disappearance, and Sir Lancelot hears of this information and is devastated. He is the strongest knight in the land and pledges to bring Guinevere back no matter the cost. Lancelot journeys to save Guinevere. He travels on horse, but his horse dies of exhaustion. Lancelot is forced to travel on foot until he wanders upon a dwarf with a cart. The dwarf offers information about Guinevere's disappearance, and he will give it to Lancelot under one condition. Lancelot must travel in the dwarf's cart. Lancelot accepts his offer and is forced to ride through town in the cart. This cart is used to transport prisoners, and whomever rides in it is publicly shamed. Lancelot travels in the cart on his journey. During his travels, he is tempted by women and encounters knights who refuse to talk to him because they saw him traveling in the prisoner's cart. While he was traveling, he encounters a young girl who hands him a note. This note tells him that Queen Guinevere is being kept in a tower in the land of Gore. To save his queen, Lancelot must travel to the land of Gore that only has 2 bridges to enter, and once you enter the land of Gore, there is no return. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Lancelot decides to enter the land of Gore through the shortest but most dangerous bridge. This bridge is very narrow and is half submerged in water, which makes it almost impossible to cross, but thankfully he successfully crossed the bridge. He officially enters the land of Gore. He sneaks up to the Tower of Gore. He breaks into the tower but injures his hand in the process. Both Guinevere and Sir Lancelot are delighted to see each other, and they have a passionate night together. Sir Lancelot sneaks out in the morning before he can be seen by anyone. Later that morning, Melagant walks into the room and sees the bloody sheets. He believes that Guinevere slept with her only guard, who recently injured himself. She is then accused of committing adultery against King Arthur.
Lancelot then challenges Melagant to fight to defend Guinevere's honor. They agree to fight in a year's time.
During this time, Lancelot is tricked by a dwarf and is imprisoned. Lancelot bargains with his captors, and they release him on the promise that he will return. Lancelot fights in a tournament against other knights for Guinevere. She asks him to lose in order to prove his love for her. He agrees and he begins to lose, but Guinevere then changes her mind and begs him to win. Lancelot defeats everyone else to appease Guinevere. Lancelot is now imprisoned in a master craftsman castle. He escapes with the help of Meleagant's sister, who he saved during his journey to the land of Gore.
Warning: the scene you are about to see is very graphic. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Lancelot arrives on time to battle Meleagant for Guinevere's honor. They began to fight, but during the battle, Meleagant lost his temper and started to attack Lancelot carelessly. Lancelot him and cut off his arm. Lancelot then beheads Meleagant and wins the battle. All charges against Guinevere are dropped and they are both free to return home. The end. Woo!
There are two morals in the story. The first one being the balance of love with reasonable self-restraint. And the second moral being is that reality is always a matter of perception.
Credits:
Aldina, Jordan,
Elvadina,
Sima. Characters not pictured: Gawain. Thank you for watching.